raid are we gonna have this time? Oh look, and there's that oh so paranoid robot.
These readings.
What the? Speaking of being paranoid, where? You know, people tend to get kind of peeved when you
There's chaos here.
when you get in the way of them and the toilet. Just putting that out there. That's a relief. Now I'm going to... There we go. Back to the particle lab. There's my water bottle. Let me see if I can actually get away with doing this. Now, in theory, I should be able to, yep. Okay, so I can fill my water bottle from here. Just like this. Full. Nearly. I think they take like 4,000. Should I say 4 liters? Actually, no. It's 5. Which meant that which means that no, it's not that either. It's 4,500. So let me see if. I'm trying to figure out if there's an easier way to do this. I have a water cooler here. Maybe I can, yeah, okay, that's much easier. Maybe not easier to carry, but don't have to keep refilling my water bottle. Okay. Now I'm going to fill this water bottle. Oh wait. Yeah, I pressed the wrong key, but there we go. Okay, so now I'm going to take one of these. Yes, I am carrying a lot of stuff, but now I've got a bunch of water coolers all in one place. And it's a relatively safe place. And it's relatively... well, who cares how close or far away it is. The point is, I know where it is. And I shouldn't have to fight anything to get there. Oh yeah, it was this way. Really building up my strength. So it's back to the office sector. I'll have a full water bottle, or water cooler, I mean. And if I ever need to make some more soup, I can do that. Like 4 times or so. not that raid. I have reason to believe that'll be something else I haven't seen. Like, you know that one with the peccary and the Exor? It might be like that. Which is not exactly a good place to be if there are new versions of peccaries and Exors, and I've seen both. In fact, I brought one of them down. But there's always the question of what condition the office is going to be in. Let me make one of those. Now, where can I put it? How about here? There we go. You know, just for safety's sake,
This sector will be powered down momentarily.
I'm going to close this.
You have not already evacuated the facility.
Reason being,
Consider this your top priority.
that's where the layout came
Cover
from
what the
last
Lord has
time.
constructed.
And it kind of took me a bit by surprise.
Unknown facility access detected. Caution advised.
Okay, so there's a commando raid, and the LAC might show up for it. Now keep in mind, I don't think the commandos can see the LAC, but I can. I think there's another one. Can't afford to deal with this right now. The LAC will be here any second. And I can't spot this other commando. Maybe if it followed me in here. This is nuts. I'm waiting for two things to follow me around, to show up. Both aggressive. And the weird thing is the monster is the less aggressive of the two. Stare at that thing. Where is it? There it is. I see you. Come on. Let's get this over with. Alright. That's the end of that for the time being. Now where's that other commando?
Jagd Grenade!
Grenade at me. Alright. We are back to normal. Quote, unquote. Okay, there's an electro pest. Thing about these new, well, anything new, is that you have to get to it first. And since I'm hanging on to something radioactive, well, I don't really have much choice, do I? What the? It's actually better to beat these. All right. Gee, there's hostile territory, and then there's this. Where was I going again? Yeah, it was this way, actually, this way. Something running. So if I were to open that door, I think whatever it is going to charge me. Taking this place on directly is probably a horrible idea. I'm going to have to be sneaky about it. But I'm hoping that I can be sneaky.
Corruptio!
And he runs away. What is this? Well, I guess it's a teeny little slice of Anteverse 2. So is that. Let me see. What's this place like exactly? Oh. What have we here?
Though we haven't yet captured a complete specimen of 139, Dr. Thule took a sample of its dust. But this raised more questions than answers. Foremost, 139 appears primarily to be a host rather than an individual. Pendleton theorizes 139 may be suffering an infection, which will require tests to ensure no cross-contamination can occur. And if true, we're unsure whether its behaviors are innate to the original being, or a byproduct. It's quite a tangled web, really. We'll need more time.
139. Dust, you say? Interesting. You know why? Because I ran into something, some sort of spiky kind of whatever, and I couldn't get anything out of it except, well, dust. Okay, let's read some email here. And that was the invisible thing. Okay. I'm not sure how to handle this. I wanted to send a note to all staff working with IS-0093, but, well, you know the problem. I'm unaware of any problem. Exactly, that's the point. It's impossible to even talk about it. The research is getting impossible. We've established protocols. So long as no one's informed, they're safe. Not talking about it is the point, let alone vaccinating people. Red Jock knew what he was doing. Be patient. It may be slow, but it's worth the caution. Imagine what would happen if this thing got loose. What thing? Exactly. Sometimes I get tired of the mysteries, you know? That's why we're here. That's the science we're doing. But there's just moments where I've had enough. Like 0166, for example. What do we actually know? It's made of some kind of crystal, but no one knows what sort. It's 3 times heavier when it's upside down. No one knows why. And for some reason, it was hidden inside the gosh dang Berlin Wall. Surprise, surprise, we have no idea how it got there. There's reasons for all these things, even if we don't know them yet. I know, but just occasionally, sometimes, you can feel like we know nothing at all about any of this stuff around us. Then I start questioning everything. I probably just need more sleep. AJ, I have an inquiry about Dr. Jagger's project. He seems to have access to some rather exotic equipment, even by gate standards. Who's funding his research? No one talked to me about it. For that matter, does he actually work for us? He doesn't appear on any employee files. Well, Jagger knows what he's doing, Michael, and he's extremely useful. That's all I can tell you right now, I'm afraid. But he's a nice guy. And what is this? Anteverse? Have I met this Jagger guy yet or not? The name rings a bell. I wish I knew why. Hello, Dr. Mance. Whatever it is, make it quick.
This is Dr. Derek Mance. When I visited Dr. Stern's laboratory today, he was acting oddly, even by his standards. He seemed extremely agitated, speaking too fast to follow. And I saw the empty can from IS-53. I would have thought a man of Dr. Stern's apparent intelligence would know better than to imbibe beverages from a dispenser that appeared literally from nowhere, restocks itself, and cannot be turned off. I will be pushing Anderson to review the protocols that allow such a device to sit in an open hallway.
Kiz Cola. Okay. Got another one of my little meetings coming up. When I have those, I'd like to get into known territory. Somewhere that I'm familiar with. Or at least familiar enough with. The last thing I want to do is fall downstairs. Oh, here you are. Yeah, with all those tentacles or whatever, it's kind of easy to tell. Okay, meeting over. Where's I going? Yeah, the answer so often is probably some variation of crazy. Except I'm already there. Alright. Now, where was I headed? It was down here. There's a reason why I put my hazmat suit on. Anything interesting in these? Nah, too salty. Is this? It's just cloth scrap. I keep looking for like new pieces of armor or something. Or rebar. I can always use that. keep a karate helmet down here? They expect me to have a sparring match in the locker room or something? Because there really isn't anywhere. Okay, so I see two doors of some kind. I'm gonna open. Sorry. I'm gonna open one of them. Stand back, yeah, because this. I thought this might be the case. It opens directly into the bottom level. And there's things everywhere. Ooh, bag of. I'll store something in one of these lockers that I don't really need, like this glass, for example. It's not exactly that hard to come by. Still, that'll look both ways before crossing this place. So if you're strong enough to hold down melee weapons, they can... Wait a second. This isn't any old carbuncle. This is a completely different kind. I have no idea what would have happened had I not seen that thing first. I gotta ditch something. Maybe this. Actually, strike that. I think I have enough plastic. I keep instinctively picking it up because I ran out that one time. Is this different? No, it isn't. But I'm only going to keep one of these open. If I keep the other one open, then somebody else can easily, or should I say something, can easily get behind my back. Sort of like outside the pen. I think I was able to see what was inside it, but I don't think there was anything there. I think whatever was pinned up in there was loose. And what is it with these carbuncles? They're a little bit more than ordinary carbuncles. And Alright.